Ladies and gentlemen, the new assembly shop is around and people are starting to cry about how expensive that thing is. Yeah, it is going to cost you 164 euro if you will buy it with gold, but it's never worth it. You should be getting assembly shop tanks for free. Let's start this video by watching this incredible round that the Killzer was kind enough to send me. And I will share with you my opinion about the tank and tactics that I use to get assembly shop tanks without spending a single penny. If you aren't familiar with assembly shop, let me give you a quick overview about the event. So far, twice a year, once in the winter, once in the summer, we get a special tank for sale. The assembly shop is being announced just a couple of days before sales go off, and they have a limited amount of tanks available to purchase. I personally think that these tricks are smartly used by Wargaming to create a fear of missing out and push some of the players to spend money on gold to get a tank they really don't need. You are able to trade credits, gold, free experience, bond, blueprints to get your hands on a rare tank. But not everyone has enough of this stuff just laying around. And if you feel like you kind of want to have the tank but don't have resources to get it for free, please, don't make rushed decisions. Personally, I own a couple of reward tanks, such as Concept 1B that I got from playing ranked battles, or Object 260 for completing personal missions. But you see, the thing is, I rarely play them. For me, it is a journey to the tank that makes it valuable for me. Grinding the line and looking forward to play top of the tree what connects me with the tank, and we kind of become friends in a way. That's why receiving Concept 1B didn't feel anything special to me, as I enjoyed playing ranked battles a lot, and I didn't play them to get the tank. The same might happen here to you with Vickers 3. It is the most accurate tank, but it is only one opportunity to get it. You need to have it, right? Well, I'm getting Vickers 3 myself, but not because I need it, but because I have resources to get it for free. And I want to have an assembly shop tank. Vickers 3 is gonna be the first one that I will own, and I'm going to get it with 1 million free experience. And even though 1 million sounds like an overprice, keep in mind that Centurion Action X line is 750k to grind. Now consider that Vickers is a rare tank, and you do not have to grind the tank, you get it fully upgraded. I think it's not such a bad deal. But the easiest way to get assembly shop tanks is by saving up bonds. Every time I log in into the game, I check my daily missions and reset every reward that isn't blueprints or bonds. This way I'm able to get extra bonds pretty much every day. I also have two tier 9 premium tanks, Tiger Mouse and Object 752. They farm bonds in the same way as tier 10 tanks, up to 100 bonds per week. Having two of those, I can have 800 bonds per month, or 9.6k bonds per year. That alone is 20% off the price of an assembly shop tank. Playing in special modes like Steel Hunter, Onslaught, Frontline always offer rewards, including bonds. And that is extra stuff as well. So as long as I'm not spending bonds, I will be able to get assembly shop tanks totally for free. Of course, I understand not everyone can spend the same amount of time in the game as me. I'm privileged to be a streamer and play the game for a living. But having the plan to how I'm going to accumulate bonds and get assembly shop tanks is my way to connect with the tank, instead of buying it with gold and playing it less than 100 games. So, oh, the light turned off. So, what are we getting at the end? What is Vickers 3 all about? While watching Daki replay, and playing this vehicle myself, I feel like I have a couple of things to share. First of all, this is the most accurate medium tank in the game, and second most accurate or third most accurate tank in an entire game after STRV. Vickers and Gorilla, they share the same accuracy, and playing with this vehicle, I was hitting shots. It's reliable. Like, you are aiming at weak spots and you hitting. Later in the video, we are going to demonstrate this. I would describe Vickers 3 as a British Leopard 1. I think that playing with Vickers is a lot harder than with a Leopard because you aren't as fast. You need to have turbo to go 60 kilometers per hour. Leo can go 70 without. You have 390 damage per shot. Leo has 420. And on top of that, you have hit rounds. It is sometimes harder to shoot through the obstacles and do damage through tracks, but it has amazing DPM. And for everyone who, oh man, sounds like an amazing vehicle, I would like to have it myself. Guys, you can already try this DPM on this vehicle with the Centurion Action X. But with the Centurion Action X, you can also play hull down and play side scraping. So you aren't limited to the maps where you kind of want to snipe. With this vehicle, you are playing off of enemies' mistakes, mostly. But a player like Ducky just puts bond hardening on it and go brawl heavies. I myself cannot do this. And playing with Vickers, the best time I had when I was able to snipe in games that I was losing, but making pressure myself was very difficult. But here, it is an amazing display of its gun depression. Like previously, we were shooting at even 100 and Rhino totally unspotted because of minus 10 degrees of gun depression. And playing with the Leopard, you wouldn't be able to do that. You would be getting spotted as you wanted to have to get closer to the bush line. And yeah, so with the Vickers 3, the difficulty of playing is off the charts. And it is going to suit everyone who likes to snipe, who likes to connect shots, or who is just ridiculously good at the game. Like I said previously, I am getting this vehicle, but not because I am impressed by its statistics. I really appreciate an opportunity from Wargaming to play this thing prior, make video about it, and have an opinion before actually spending 1 million free experience. And I hope that my opinion is going to help you make a decision that you aren't going to regret. But like spending time to learn like which equipment to use on it and what kind of playstyle fits makes it a little bit difficult. Because if I were to grind, let's say, towards Centurion Action X for the very first time, I would have an idea on how to play this tank, because tanks has a little bit of armor, they have strong turret, so I know in which positions already to go with them. This tank is unique in a way. I remember rushing in positions early on and losing HP at the very beginning just because I'm not fast enough. So it looks like a Leo, it plays like a Leo, but it's not Leo in a way. And the best time, or like the best experience with the Vickers is when you can use your full DPM. But that only occurs when you are extremely close to the enemies, or they're just crossing sideways. And on the Ghost Town, exactly that is going to be happening. And once you are able to like use your full DPM, you're piling up damage like crazy. You leave this tank for a minute, you come back, it has 4,000. It's beautiful. On top of that, guys, we have 268 millimeters of standard penetration, and pay attention to the shell velocity, 1540 on a PCR. it is incredible. So shooting at EBRs is no problem. But also, we have 1240 meter shell velocity on heat and hash rounds with 105 millimeters of penetration. So you have an incredible gun, but very difficult tank to play with because of complete lack of armor. I also asked Marty Wallet to share his replays to see difference in playstyle perhaps. And what we can immediately notice is equipment choice. Marty is playing with the stabilizer and vents to make this gun works fast and increase DPM to the maximum. I think it's an overkill and tank is played perfectly fine without stabilizer. You can replace it with the turbo, low noise exhaust or optic, for example. Just to mention, this tank has 410 meters of view range, and with optic, food and cruise skills, you have 500 meters view range. But this short clip is great demonstration of how amazing this gun is. It truly is accurate, and misses are gonna be happening. RNG is there, but having such small circle to begin with and in combination with the shell velocity makes it extremely simple to snipe. For example, we have Błyskawica that has the best shell velocity in the game, but horrible gun handling. This tank has amazing accuracy, amazing shell velocity, and sniping is mwah. Another clip that I would like to share with you is its mobility. After sniping, Marty went onto the hill and just look how fast he's going to catch up with those heavies going uphill. They aren't stopping to do damage on tanks because nothing is getting spotted. And within just 40 seconds, I calculated, from the base spawn, he is already up on the hill. So you potentially could be playing this tank without turbo, as mobility is good enough. But I personally decided to play it with the turbo, with the low noise exhaust, and with the gun rammer. Using this extra 5 kilometers per hour from the turbo, we can get up to 60 with the Vickers to get in early positions and do damage at the crossing vehicles. And I just personally like to have my equipment upgraded. This yellow glow around the equipment in the boosted slot just makes me like, you know, it's just a nice feeling. Maybe playing it with the hardening, like the kills are all with the stabilizer to make your hit everything is a better choice. But that's what I decided to roll with, preparing for this video, and I might change my equipment completely. Maybe we're gonna be playing with optic in scouting slot. Who knows? As I plan on getting the vehicle, we're going to mark it at some point, and there we will have time to experiment. The reason I decided to share with you this clip is to demonstrate the power of the DPM. Previously I was saying that you leave this tank unattended for a minute and you have 4000 damage. And if situations like this happen in your games, it's absolutely the best. When enemy is ignoring you, paying attention on your teammate, this is ideal. Like flanking heavies or double tracking tank destroyers that doesn't have turret, this is like ideal situation, perfect scenario, and you want to have more of those. But reality isn't that shiny and good. Of course, you can use your speed to do damage early, like here I loaded hash to do damage on medium tanks that are going sideways to me, but playing on maps that suited more for armored vehicles is difficult. Whenever you have to pick against tanks that are playing cooldown, because you have complete lack of armor, it's nearly guaranteed for you to be taking damage. And over time you realize, okay, I cannot do anything. I do not want to pick against them. And you have to retreat, and by not being present in positions enemy just takes your team apart and you left surrounded. It happened a lot, and I want to say that this vehicle is not a playmaker. With this tank, you cannot make pressure. You rather react on what is happening on the map and trying to punish enemies for their mistakes. Just as I would play with the Leopard one, but something with the more armor would be suited for like newer players or who's trying to learn the game. Like I was as I was comparing this vehicle to the iyouxin, it has amazing DPM, but you are able to like be present in positions and put pressure whenever it's needed. And so I would like to share with you my best game that I had with the Vickers stream within like maybe 12, 13 rounds of playing. We are playing on Ghost Town and using our speed to get early in the position to possibly spot crossing mediums towards the first, second line, or heavies. And we did spot 752, but I decided not to shoot it because of the trollish armor. And I do not want to reveal my position too early, as I don't want to fire, get bounced, because more things can be coming, and it paid off. We spotted CS63 on the opposite side of the map, sitting in identical positions, and here, using my amazing gun repression on this rage line, I thought that I can just go up and spot the cross without having to be so far deep into the bush. But unfortunately, CS spotted me. I was honestly surprised. I thought that I am covered, but oh well, it isn't the case. And by looking at the map, I see I see that the zero line is falling completely. We have Type Fox sitting at the back. We have Rhinoceronte pushing first line. So it is of no surprise. Our city is going to crumble. And that's why I'm moving slowly towards first line. And that's where we're going to spend most of our... every second of our battle. Yeah. That's where I'm gonna get killed as well. But not to spoiler too much. In battles when enemies have advantage and they feel confident pushing, that's where your tank shines the best. And you would just have to wait and see the display of the gun, of accuracy and DPM. But for now, I decided to send some blind shots towards CS63 to possibly connect a few. And just at this time, E50M decided to make a little bit of pressure. And here, I want you to pay attention at its gun handling. I'm peeking behind the cover, and I'm able to precisely connect shots. So if you guys have good aim, and you like playing with the amazing guns like on E50 for example, on Leopard, maybe Progetto 46, this tank might fit you very well. And by playing in this battle, I thought to myself, I might have just load APs here for the cupola of STRV, because how accurate this tank is. It really feels like it's able to connect shots on weak spots. Very, very reliable gun. And as we speak, one of our tier 10 heavies, Rhinoceronte, is down. I don't know how it happened. He could have just sat next to me and play cooldown, and we would be totally fine. And this is something that I needed in this battle. A team. At least someone to rely on. Have a crossfire. But unfortunately, after killing E50M, my team just went forward. Standard, Progetto, and the Object. And guys, they're gonna be all done. And of course, I could have went forward and tried to help them. But we have unspotted Yak Panther. Another one is sniping from the city. That CS can rotate at any moment, and you are stuck there. So knowing this, I decided to hold my spot, and luckily for me, we have a tourist. Because CS rotated, I can peek like this and using my amazing view range outspot object. And look at, guys, just look at the damage. We have 3,600 already. And this is going to get doubled very, very fast. The problem that we have is that Waffenträger, Grille, Gongiewicza, they are all going to die without me having a chance to trade them. Like, there is just no position for me to be in to be able to shoot at the enemies who is shooting at my teammates. I do not want to commit in the city because I see, like, sometimes I look at the map and I can see how the battle can potentially develop. Speaking of development of the battle, my mediums are pushing forward, dying to this Yak-Panther even 100, and the only choice that I have here in mind is to keep sitting in this position and wait for Object to possibly try and flank our IS-4 and punish him for that. But what I would like to have instead... Oh! Finally, a display of DPM and accuracy. Full HP, CS63 is picking, and just look how fast he's going to be losing his HP. Just a second ago, we had 3,600 damage. Now, it's 5k. We still have a lot of HP, and if we get to trade it very well, it can be bananas. But guys, our enemies were professionals. Ducky that sent me a replay at the very beginning, he was playing on 15 accounts in enemy team. And from here, they didn't make a single mistake. Like, I don't know how it's possible, but not a single heavy went in front of me. And they were all hiding. Unfortunately, all I have to do is just to wait. Wait for my Type 5 to spot and try to trade him. But to summarize this vehicle, I would say that the best of the games you are going to have when you will be fighting tanks like, let's say, Löwe. Just imagine you're top tank on the battlefield, and you have some P8 premiums, maybe T34. Tanks where you will be able to connect 2 shots between their reload. That's where your tank will feel like absolute god. But when it's not going to feel is in the moments like this. When IS-4 just stopped for a fraction of a second and connect a shot on your cupola. When CS is just going to ram you because you don't have much armor. And when 60 TP, the most accurate heavy tank, just shoots your side. So, as long as you stay unspotted, as long as you have clueless enemies, it's going to shine. But playing on maps where armor is needed is going to be very difficult. It was my quick thoughts about Vickers 3, and hopefully it is going to help you to make a decision you would never regret. My friends, thank you very much for watching this video, and we're gonna see you tomorrow in the assembly shop. Let's see who gets a better number.